Big Movie Mouth-Off, sponsored by PC Laptops. We're here at Groovy Cinema Pub to review more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from MSN Entertainment.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine. You can find Big Movie Mouth-Off on Xfinity On Demand, Utah On Demand, Salt Lake Alternative, and we'll be right there, just waiting for you.
Our next movie is Sanctum, an supposedly inspired by real-life story of cave divers who get trapped in a New Guinea cavern, underground water flooding, with a bunch of people you've never heard of before, including a girl who looks like Lucy Lawless, and the Welsh actor Ioan Gruffudd, who you might remember as being boring in the Fantastic Four movies.
He wasn't fantastic. And
no,
he is certainly not fantastic in this.
He's fantastically awesome.
It is the last unexplored territory in the world.
Espiritu is Sala, the mother of all caves.
Trust me, you're gonna love this.
What could possibly go wrong diving in caves?
Some come for fame and fortune.
You're not gonna set any records without me.
Others to chase history.
Your old man is the most respected explorer in the world.
Because he's got nothing else.
He's a good kid, Frank.
You need to go easy on him.
Exactly what I don't need to do. This cave will kill you in a heartbeat.
But one mistake in Earth's inner sanctum.
My God, would you look at that?
And no one will ever know you are even here.
By the way, this film was produced by James Cameron, who used some of his virtual 3D camera work and effects and technology to help this film be made. So there are some real caverns.
So he's to blame.
There's some real water, and there's some really bad CGI. You know what it reminded me of?
And a really bad screenplay. Let's not forget about that.
Well, yeah, let's get into that later. The CGI caverns reminded me of Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser. This is how unconvincing these virtual caverns are, which would only be minorly noticeable if it were in 2D.
Yeah.
But this is in 3D.
No, and again, I mean, we've gone on and on about our hatred for 3D when it does absolutely nothing. I think I could give you a handful of movies that it actually, boosted the film's experience fine, but
How to Train Your Dragon.
9 times out of 10 it doesn't do anything. This film, okay, when I walked in, because I had Danny Boyle's 127 Hours in my mind.
Right.
Because you've got a trapped in a cave experience. And then I started hearing the facts about it. And so you were down there for 2 days.
Yep.
Aaron Ralston was down there for 5 days.
Yep.
He was by himself.
Right.
You had 14 people to talk to.
Right.
He came out with one arm. You got both your arms intact.
And you had food. And you had food.
And you got food and yum-yums and fresh water. You didn't have to drink any pee. It sounds like a vacation to me almost. I mean, the problem with this film is that the
problem?
Well, there's many problems with this film. But it starts off boring as hell. Like, I don't need something to happen every 30 seconds to wake me up. But
But bad character interaction with James Cameron-like dialogue.
Listen. What the hell was that?
When the son disobeys the father, and no kidding, like 8 people tell him
He's on his crap list?
yeah, you're on your dad's crap list. And then he's like, meet a new character. You're on your dad's crap list. New character. You're on your dad. I'm like, I'm so out of it. I'm done.
Yes.
That's just poor writing. I got it. You said it once, maybe twice to make the point, fine. But when it's like 5 or 6 times, I'm so done. Oh God, I'm done.
I don't want to die down here.
I gotta get out of here, or I
Follow the river.
Pull away to the ocean.
Because he's an awful actor.
Everybody involved with this movie's on my crap list. But the problem, and then it's just from boring to just the most. I've never seen such dialogue that shows foreshadowing. That just is so bad. Where they're like,
They might as well flash a bright neon light that says, "Pay attention to this clue,"
yeah,
because
this sentence.
yes, when they say that so and so has the bends, they're going to die later.
Yeah. Or the lady who goes, "What could happen and what could go wrong in a cave?" Many things.
Yes.
Like something may go wrong when I step into the shower. What? Like,
What could go wrong in this cave is this movie. That should be the obvious
leave the
answer.
cameras outside the cave.
Yes.
So then you've got terrible dialogue throughout the entire thing. Just really poor.
Laughably
poorly.
awful dialogue.
Oh, God.
The cave is flooding!
You think?
And then it gets into the terribly acted performances I have seen in a long time. There is a part where one character betrays another, and that's okay. You can betray, you can get, as we call it, cave madness. But when he jumps at him, he goes, ah, like that. And I'm not even joking. I'm not, like, that's exactly, what director looks at it and goes, that looks good.
Yeah, that one's a keeper.
That's a wrap. Wrap it up, everybody. We're good to go.
That's
We're
right.
good to go.
That was a terrifying cave madness scream.
Drinks on me.
Wow.
It blew me away about how laughable this movie got. You know, and there's a few cool survival tips they get in there. It reminded me actually when I was driving home, when I was in middle school, there was an educational video called The Voyage of the Mimi.
Right.
And I actually think it stars like a 9-year-old Ben Affleck. Horrible, horrible series. And it's really badly acted and boring as hell, but they just gave you little tips here and there, like if you're stranded on an island, this is what you should do. This is kind of like The Voyage of the Mimi 2, where like they're like, hey, if you get trapped underwater, you can suck out air pockets from the rocks. And you're like, thanks, Sanctum.
Yeah, but one sort of interesting thing that happens towards the movie is not going to save
Oh, God.
this turd in the punch bowl.
I think I would decide to drown rather than watch this movie again.
Yeah. We're making it sound more fun than it actually is to watch. The final third is almost fun in its cheesiness, but man, the 2/3 before it that lead into it are just punishingly bad.
Bad. It's really bad. You know what? Because you gave me a couple tips that might save my life if I ever get stuck underwater in a cave, I'll give you half a star. That's all I'm going to give you.
And for the laughs that it got from me in the final third, I'll give it a star. I should mention this too, by the way. This was almost entirely in 3D, and I took off my glasses because I was so annoyed and bored.
It's
I didn't
true.
care. I didn't care if I was
No.
watching it in 3D.
And it didn't boost anything. There was nothing there. I was like, that was cool in 3D.
Wow, that cavern's really deep. I couldn't have gotten that in 2D.
Not
Thanks, James Cameron.
Not my two-dimensional simple mind.
Thanks, James Cameron.